Hi everyone, this is Cindy with Creating with the Heart, and welcome to Celebrate It Friday, the Disney edition. So right now, Celebrate It Friday, the idea behind that is to showcase cards that are made for specific occasions, such as baby cards, birthday cards, wedding cards, those sorts of things. Of course, any card you can slap a happy birthday on and make it a birthday card, but the idea is that I'm intending for this to be for a special occasion. But I'm doing a Disney version. So for as long as I can take it, I will be making Disney cards and showcasing them on Fridays. And today's card is made using the Disney Classics Cartridge. And really cute cut we're using today. It is Thumper. And my suggestion, I have a technique video or a tips video on using Disney cartridges. So I like to, hopefully I'm using my own advice. And one of them is to make the image as large as you can and still put it on whatever project it is that you're using. So my little Thumper is cut at 4 inches because, you know, when you do a Disney cut, you know, you want to stay true to the character. You want whoever's getting the card to recognize the character. Otherwise, why make a Disney card? So you want them to recognize that this is Thumper. And it's going to really be the star of your card. So you might as well make it big. You don't need a lot of extra stuff, I think, when you use these Disney cartridges. So just go ahead and just make it big. So this is not super big. This is only 4 inches. And of course, you can cover up a multitude of rough cuts with glitter glue, also known as stickles. I use a lot of stickles in all my cuts. I think they just really jazz them up. So, and sometimes, you know, when things cut really small, like eyes or tongues, a lot of times I use my stickles to fill it in, or I'll use my white gel pen. It's another way to jazz up your cut and to get those little dots in the whites of the eyes that, I mean, they don't even cut. They just are a dot on your mat. So those are a couple ways that I do it. And of course, always start with a black base because the black just really brightens up your cut. So I use this light gray. I use this sort of cream, actually kind of two colors of cream. One's more like a soft yellow. One is more of a cream. I use this bright pink and orange. The orange did not cut really well, so I put some orange stickles in there that really kind of brightened up her eyes, I think. And I did a little bit of glitter glue on some of the white parts, so her nose part, her chest, and her tail. And I think she came out really cute. So for the card, I am using... What am I using? I'm using, let me see if I can find the paper pad that I'm using. I have so much paper up here, so let me see if I can find the paper that I'm using. It is, I think it was this one. Is it this one that I used? I think it's this one that I used. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I used this one. Which is this the one that I used? No, I used Allspice. Sorry. I hate when I screw up the paper pad because some of these papers are really cute and you guys might want them. So this one is the Allspice, My Mind's Eye 6x6 paper pad. And the reason why I really wanted to show you is that it just looks really fall. And there are some really cute paper, some hidden gems in here that I think are fabulous. The ones with the flowers on them are really great. And so I kind of stayed away from the ones that were too fall-like, but I kind of wanted an outdoorsy look for my card. So I am using brown. So I start off with a card base, an A2 size card base, 5.5 by 4 1/4, and the brown base is the same size, 5.5 by 4 1/4, with the designer paper that I chose, which is this paper right here. And this one is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm sorry, this was 5.5. 4 1/4. And I love that. This piece right here is also from the paper stack. So it has this piece, which I think is ugly, but the brown is fabulous. And this piece is 2 3/4, so 2.75 by 5 1/4. That's going to fit along the bottom. And then I'm also using this pink piece, which is the opposite side of this. This is pink. And I already stamped it with my sentiment. The sentiment that I used is so perfect. It says, "You make my heart thump." And this is from the Animated Greetings set from Pink by Design. I love these. So if you do any kind of cuts, you're going to want to use this. I know that Kay Andrews does of Mice and Men or something on Mice and Men, so she's got one that's kind of a Disney-oriented mouse type one. If anyone knows of any other stamp sets that are Disney-oriented, like the Pink by Design, let me know, because I will get them, because I think they're just so perfect. So I use the one that is, where is it? "You make my heart thump." Perfect for a thumper card. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere all of my pieces so that we can get going on actually seeing what this card is going to look like. And making Disney cards are extremely, they're hard. The pieces are small. They have lots of pieces. They have intricate cuts. I give up sometimes. There are some carts that I have that I avoid using. I have the Cars one. I avoid using it because I've made a few things with it, and I just don't feel that they came out as well as I would have liked because they're hard to cut. Toy Story is another one that's really hard to cut. But I am going to attempt to cut. I'm going to attempt to cut some things out of that to show you guys. I'm determined. So, starting off with the ones that I think are a little bit easier to do. So, I'm hoping that you guys will join me and make some cards out of the Disney cartridges. I think they're the hardest ones, really, to cut. There are a few cuts here and there where you're like, oh my god, there's like 6 or 7 layers. Oops, this one goes here. Okay, so here is my base. And then my cute little thumper is on this foam tape, which I'm going to take all of the foam off the back. And almost there. Okay, so we've got it all on there. And it's going to fit right there. Super cute. I think my paper goes really well. And then I have these cute little buttons. And what I did with my buttons was I didn't have any pink twine. So I actually used embroidery floss. And you can buy this in your craft store, and there's like a little embroidery section. It's really, really cheap. And I bought a couple just to try it out, and I think it works really well. The yellow buttons are from my stash. I believe they're Paper Tray ink. And I'm just going to use my glue dots. Those glue dots are too big. I'm going to use my glue dots for this. And just going to put these like so. And let's see. Okay. And there we go. So I've got all my glue dots on there, my buttons, and here is my finished card. Thank you very much for joining me today. Remember, it's Cindy from Creating with the Heart. Thank you.